EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Merchant here with your outlook for July 28th, 2020 for your Tuesday. We're going to turn the humidity up a little bit. We have a cold front that's going to be pushing through the region today. So ahead of it, we have hot temperatures, very humid conditions as well, and heat indices that are going to be above 100 degrees for at least our eastern and southeastern areas until this front finally clears. Now, this term cold front here is the technical term. I use that term very loosely because this is not going to have some cold air behind here. And this time of year, you get that a lot. In July, August, you get these fronts that come through that are labeled technically a cold front, and it is, but on the other side of that, you expect to have some nice, refreshing temperatures, and it's just not going to happen this time around. And it's typical for this time of year. But moving forward, we have this front coming through here this afternoon and early evening with a isolated to widely scattered thunderstorm threat. And I'm not really thrilled. I'm just not feeling it today as far as severe weather is concerned, although the Storm Prediction Center has, at least at the time the video is recorded here, our eastern sections here, has a marginal risk for severe storms. I'm just, it's possible, but I'm not really thrilled with this idea. And one of the real reasons I'm not thrilled is not because the NAM's telling me so, but because it's been very, very consistent and persistent over the last couple of days. And the NAM 3 kilometer, which I'm showing you here. This is starting off at noon, by the way. This is designed for this kind of activity, for convective activity, thunderstorms. And for every single run, which runs every 6 hours over the last couple of days, when it came into range, it has not been thrilled at all with any thunderstorm activity here today. Now, we have some, but they're very isolated and widely scattered. So this is not going to be like, big, strong line charging across the state here and affecting a lot of people. I do think there's a better chance later in the day, further south and east, maybe Delaware, southern New Jersey, to get some storms. And I do think you could have storms pop up here and there randomly further north, but I don't think it's going to be the an outbreak type day. I'm just not feeling the severe today. Possible, and if it does happen, it would be gusty winds, large hail. It would be the threats, but I just don't see it being that widespread. Very isolated to widely scattered at best. So this front is going to move off to the south and east, and for Wednesday, we're going back to mostly sunny skies, and humidity is going to lower, but not the temperature so much. So we're getting into kind of like lower 90s, further southeast today, middle 90s, but we don't really lower the temperatures so much here on Wednesday. They might be even pretty close to what they were. What they're going to be today. It's going to be very similar to that in high temperatures, but the humidity will be lower, so it'll feel a little bit cooler. And the frontal boundary will remain off to the south, but we have another one that's going to come on its heels, but not going to get here until Thursday. So Thursday, you're going to have this front move through. Again, similar temperatures here on Thursday for highs, partly cloudy. We have a stray shower possible late in the day with this front coming through and sagging south. Now, this front here in particular is on the lead of like a mini trough here. So we get to Friday. It's not much. There's a trough up to the north here, and it just sinks just enough into our area where we have a little bit of an influence of, high pressure off to the north and a little bit of a northwesterly wind flow. That's going to get the humidity down, and the temperatures will come down a little bit. So we'll be in the middle 80s, mid to upper 80s as we get into Friday through the weekend. So it will feel a little bit better. Won't be this heat wave 90s, 95 kind of stuff with heat index values over 100 that we've been accustomed to recently. This is going to be knocking it down a little bit. Again, back into the mid to upper 80s generally through the weekend. But we should remain dry because the frontal boundaries will remain off the south here on Friday. Same thing here on Saturday. Here's Saturday. Nothing there either. It's actually mostly sunny here on Saturday. And then once we get to Sunday, we have this little system here moving through the Ohio Valley. It's going to push to the north and east, and it's going to drag a warm front through our region late in the day. So Sunday, you're going to have an opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms as this frontal boundary moves through and this area low pressure moves through at the same time. It drags this warm front through and gives us a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon on Sunday. Once that pushes through, the trailing system right here will move through either Sunday night or Monday, giving a renewed chance for isolated to scattered thunderstorms here on Monday. But I think we go back in the dry weather after that once we get to Tuesday. We're still going to be watching that tropical system that is still way out in the middle of the Atlantic. It is Invest 92L. Could become a tropical system or named tropical system in the next 24 to 48 hours. But it's very uncertain where it goes. So that's something we're going to cross that bridge when we get there next week. That would be like the middle of next week, mid to late next week, that we have any kind of effects to the U.S. So we're going to wait and see what happens with that. Model guidance all over the place where that's going to go. So it may or may not affect the East Coast. We'll just wait and see. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for July 28th, 2020. Have a great Tuesday.